Welcome to New York City. Today we're starting right now at one of my favorite cafes in Greenwich Village. It's called the Coppola Cafe. I just had a nice coffee in order to gain some energy for today's walk. I'll be back here soon to feature one of their amazing paninis. But today we're going to wander around the village and lower Manhattan. No agenda, no particular direction, no particular plan. It is entirely up to you where we go and what you want to see. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm Ariel with Urbanist, and let's get on walking. So we're starting at Greenwich Village. My favorite cafe in this area is the Coppola Cafe. Highly recommend checking them out. Just had an amazing Americano and cake. But now let's wander around and let me know where you're watching from. Manny, you love the Greenwich Village. I'm so glad you do. Hello, Eknor. Hello, Suzanne from Florida. Nice to see you here. Welcome. Hello, Wendy. I am doing well. Hello, Suze. Hello, Mandy. Hello, Teresa. Hello, Sophia. Hello, Mikal. Hello, Claire. Hello, Lee. Everyone, nice to see you here. So we're starting right now at 4th Street, right by Cornelia Street. Let's wiggle our way through this area of Manhattan. Let me know if you want to see anything in particular. Janice is tuning in from Scotland. Welcome, Janice, from Scotland. Nice to see you here. So if you watch my show long enough, you're probably already familiar with this area. Right here is Avenue of the Americas. I'll show it to you so we can orient ourselves here. And here's a great way to see where you are located in Manhattan. So right there in the distance, we have the Empire State Building. So we can see we're also at 4th Street. But if you look the other way, we can see the Freedom Tower right down there. No blue skies today, Claire. No, it's pretty cloudy here today. Hey, Susan, nice to see you here. Welcome. Hello, Alexandra. Susan, you're watching me on YT and Twitch. Oh, cool. We have a few people tuning in on Twitch. Awesome. Where's the famous Earth Cafe? I don't know. Haven't heard of the Earth Cafe. If anyone knows where it is, let me know. Let me know if you know. If you don't know, don't let me know. Cloudy but lively, says I don't know. Indeed it is. Very lively. Can you do one day a video in the BRT bus, says Luis. I have many videos on the bus. BRT, I don't know if that exists anymore. You might be referring to the old bus system. It's now called the MTA bus system. No longer it's the BRT. Donna, here you are. Indeed I am, for a random live stream here today. Wiggling our way through lower Manhattan. Here's a door. A big door. It's because this was a carriage house and they converted it into fancy apartments nowadays. Hey, Carmen. Luis, you're referring to the BRT, the buses in segregated lanes in New York. Ooh, I'm in Brooklyn. I'm not sure what you're referring to. There's regular MTA buses, but BRT, something I haven't heard before. Looks like a stable. It's because it is, yeah. It used to be, no longer. There's a lot of apartments, townhouses that were formal stables. They tend to be very hot property. Are those cherry blossoms blooming? Yeah, they are. These ones are. Ah, beautiful restaurants here. Yeah, this one is. Hey, Belabis, nice to see you here. Here's Tacombe, very good tacos. Sarge is saying BRT is bus rapid transit. We technically don't have BRT here. It's all buses. BRT is something that you'll find in Paris. There's a few other cities. I think Rome had one. Yeah. Am I near the Omni Berkshire Palace Hotel? Oh, I don't know. Haven't heard of that one, Janice. Don't know. Looks like an outside diner. It does. It has that look. I think they did that on purpose. Kay says, I think the U.S. is being added to the 14-day hotel mandatory quarantine. Ah, interesting. What is that, for traveling from the UK to the U.S.? Or vice versa, from the U.S. to the UK? Inspire Life, yes indeed, it is a surprise stream. Traffic must be fun with these restaurants on the streets. Yeah, I mean, well, the restaurants aren't really taking up car space, they're taking up parking space. So it probably hasn't changed too much driving, though maybe for trucks they have a little bit less space than they used to. So here's the famous pizzeria, John's Pizzeria. And Kay says no, US to Ireland. Oh no. Wait, it was doable to visit Ireland from the US before? Why no one told me? Here's a famous beer bar called the Blind Tiger. They have a gigantic selection of beers inside, like massive. Hey, Panajotis, nice to see you here. Hey, Thomas, nice to see you here. From Liverpool, welcome. Hey, Pat, you greet me from Poland. Welcome. Let me know how I say hello in Polish. From that area, I only know zdravo and I forgot how to say hello in Hungarian. Do remind me. Will I be eating any food today? Asked Tandy. Most likely not. No, today is going to be most likely walking. But who knows? This is a wandering, so no one knows what happens. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. Merhaba in Turkish. Oh yeah, that I do know, Murad. That I do know. Good to see you too, Chilaka. Nice to see you here. Welcome. Ah, I like this little bar. Look at this. Beautiful. Morton. Oh, I like this. Wow. I think they just fully made a... This is not outdoor seating. They just like made a patio here. That's fascinating. Jackie says, please eat a black and white cookie while I watch. I so love that. Do I fancy avocado toast? It's a bit late for avocado toast right now. Though I could eat avocado toast at night. And I have done so before. $15 cocktails. That is around a good price. Cocktails can go a little bit higher here in this area of Manhattan. If you go to like a speakeasy, they can get up to like 18, around there. Hey, Deming, nice to see you here. Ibrahim, you like my hairstyle? I'm glad you do, Ibrahim. Thank you. Hello, Peter from Berlin. Guten Tag. And how much is it for a beer? Beer usually you'll pay about $12 at restaurants here in this area of Manhattan. The lowest you can really find a beer is around $9 generally. If you go specifically to a beer bar, craft beer bar, that will start going a little bit down. And you can find maybe some for $7. So look at the extensive outdoor patio. This one's well designed. Look at the woodworking on that one. And here's the Village Tavern. Old school tavern right in front of that. Hey, Dins from Netherlands, welcome. When I hear craft, I think of mac and cheese, so inspire life. Yeah, indeed. I welcome you from Poland. Herz Schlicht, welcome. Ooh, I don't know how to pronounce Polish. Polish is hard to pronounce, but thank you for writing it down. I appreciate that, Pat. Here is Grey Dog, great for classic American cuisine. Albert says, it's lovely to take a stroll in Manhattan without leaving my chair. My pleasure, Albert. That's my pleasure. So glad you're enjoying it. Here's Grey Dog. I love these guys. Classic American fare. So if you want a really good classic American food, not just for brunch, but also for lunch, like some butter fried chicken, and go over here. Rebel, you claim that John's Pizza is overrated. Where would you recommend, John, for pizza? I mean, Rebel, where would you recommend? Joe, you never had avocado toast. Uh-oh, Joe. You must remedy that ASAP. Avocado toast is a godsend. It's one of the best creations made on this earth. Hey, Rainer, am I going to do a live stream from Coney Island? Maybe. Stay tuned. Ibrahim, what is avocado toast? Avocado on toast. Quite literally. Sometimes it's that simple. Generally, it's mashed up with lime, lemon, black pepper, salt, some chili flakes sometimes. It varies, but there's different interpretations. But the gist of it is avocado on toast. literally. Rebel says guacamole. Not quite, not quite. Jackie, have I ridden the Cyclone? I actually have a 360 video on the Cyclone. Check that out. Search Coney Island 360, both on YT and FB. But yeah, I've ridden the Cyclone in Coney Island many times. Here's Emily. These guys are known for a great burger. They sell this burger on a pretzel bun. I wish I could show you a photo, but great burger place. They also have great like Detroit style pizza. So I know many of you are probably visiting New York for New York style pizza. But if you want to try something new, this is one of the places where you can try another type of pizza that is not New York style pizza. Hey, Mulaney! Been super busy with my son, helping with college preparations. Hey, Mulaney, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate you. My heart goes out to your son. I hope he's doing well. I'm so glad he's preparing for college. That's exciting. Where is he going, if we may ask? Let us know if you want to share it, of course. Ooh, cool apartment. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate that. Sarge says, Emily's fantastic burgers. I agree. Hey, Mia, nice to see you here. Kumusta ka, Mia? From the Philippines. Panadra says, nice shave. Indeed. Let's go down this way. A new coaster called the Phoenix is debuting this year. Ooh. Hey, Mater says, I highly recommend getting Ariel's prints on Darkroom. Mater actually reached out to me for a special customized print. So that has just been sent out this morning to you, Mater. So stay tuned to your mailbox. But yes, I do sell prints of the city, and I will be adding new photos. If you have any recommendations or what photos you'd like to see on prints of any landmarks, do let me know. But you can go to urbanist.darkroom.tech. I'll write it down here. Richard says, your camera seems so stable. Use a stabilizer. I have very, very steady hands. Very steady hands. I'm like a surgeon with my camera. Steady hands. By steady hands, I mean I use a DJI Osmo Mobile 4. Hey, Suze, welcome. Oh, okay, so Suze has on Twitch, wants people to join her on Twitch. Everyone, if anyone is a Twitch user, give Suze some company. She's alone watching the lone viewer, Susan, who's a mega urbanist. She supports on all 3 platforms, very loyal. She's looking for some company. My Twitch streams don't get too many views. So give her a little bit of company. You can join me, Urbanist Live on Twitch. She's doing me a favor watching on Twitch because she usually watches on YT or FB. So here it is, Urbanist Live. If you are on Twitch and giving Susan some company, do let us know. Thompson is giving Susan some company. Hey, Thompson on Twitch, welcome. How's COVID in New York right now? I don't know. I don't keep up with the news, admittedly. From what I feel walking around, I feel a lot more calmer than even a few months back. I see people getting more lax with wearing the masks in public transportation. Outdoors, definitely, and public transportation, a lot as well. And tourist places are pretty much open as they used to be. And Mater has given some company to Susan on Twitch. Awesome. Christine says, I miss the sounds of New York. Oh yeah, I know what you mean. So here, we're definitely zigzagging. I'm going, basically, going zigzagging. Marin, hey. I heard they opened up Coney Island today. They did. Yay, we got a few people on Twitch. Mater, Susan, Thompson, Picard. That's awesome. We're quickly gaining a Twitch audience. Let's go for 20 followers on Twitch. Let's do this, 20. Like, people here on YT are hyped for 50K. People on FB are hyped for 100K. But I'm hyped as well for Twitch for a total of 20. No, not 20K, not 20,000. 20, let's do this. 20 followers on Twitch, let's do this. Here's what used to be one of my favorite cinemas. It's open again, oh my God. Film Forum is open again. You guys wanna watch a movie? Wanna watch a movie? Let's see if we can cross. Who's good at Frogger? Let me know. Let's wait until the red signal. Gabrielle, what's Twitch? It's a platform for live streaming. Another one. A lot of game streaming happens there. All right, let me cross. All right, it's open. Who wants to catch a film? What can we watch today? Ooh, plane passing overhead. All right, so we're just gonna go in, capture a film. I'm sure that does not break any copyright laws at all. Wouldn't it be so cool I'll show you a little bit more of the cinema, but wouldn't it be so cool to, in the middle of a live stream, just go into cinema and just like live stream watching the film? Yeah, I gotta figure out how to make that work. One day, stay tuned. This is gonna happen one day randomly. It'll be like, everyone who's watched today will be like, Ariel said it. He made it happen. So if you're watching this live stream and you see that in the future of me just randomly going to the cinema, actually watching a full film, with permission, of course, so I won't, break any copyright laws, you'll know. Oh, Ariel was right. All right, let me show you a little bit more of the marquee. The neon sign itself is gorgeous. Hey, 706, I decided to follow you, signed up. Ooh, 706, do let us know your name. I think you have a username. Should not be noisy on the cinema. I wouldn't be. If I ever do that, when I do that, I will be respectful. It'll just be 2 hours. It'll just be 2 hours at the cinema. Just randomly, you're watching a movie within a live stream. So here it is. We got 20 viewers on right now on Twitch. Really? Pensite double watching on YT. Yes, Pensite. Welcome. So you can see my reflection all the way down there, but here's the posters. Oh, how I missed the movies. Let's see what's in store. Let's see what's playing right now, despite all the honking happening. Let's see what's playing. What's on? Like the Brits like to say, what's on? We don't say that too much here in America. Truffle hunters. Ooh, do you guys want to learn about a dog who eats truffles? Finds truffles? La Strada. Ooh, this is a Fellini film. That would be so cool. Just go into a Fellini film. Ooh, we got a film by Pedro Almodóvar. This guy, I don't like this guy too much. I appreciate he's a good filmmaker, but his films are so weird. So weird. Pedro Almodovar. But I do like Fellini. He's a little bit more approachable. La Strada is actually a great film. Highly recommend watching La Strada. That's cool. Oh, look at this. Con Edison has made a generous gift for the renovation and maintenance of Film Forum's iconic marquee, which is right here, the blue neon sign. We thank them for supporting our presentation of independent and classic movies, helping to keep our screens lit all these years. Cool. Oh, can't wait to go to the movies one day. Jackie says, I'm not a big Fellini fan. Yeah, I mean, they're much slower than modern films. Much slower. Looks like Tilda Swinton in the photo. That is Tilda Swinton, Pedro Almodovar film. That's her. Alexandra is a big fan of La Strada. It's a powerful film, powerful film. Stick with it, powerful film. But Najota says, growing on Twitch means consistent streaming. I've done that. A chief partner, I'm almost there, I think. And get rated by a streamer. That hasn't happened yet. So that is allowed. Let's go down here. Hey, super shout out. Welcome. Welcome, super friends. Nice to see you here. Sue says, move over, people. They are literally in gridlock. They're completely stuck in traffic, so I'm not sure how they pretend to go through there. But they just came from this engine. Engine 24. Over here, look at that. Hey, Panajota says it's really hard on the IRL section and how to say politely. Many girls are sexualized on their streams to attract the audience. Yes, Panajota, I'm aware of that. Yeah, there's on Twitch. It pays to be very, very pretty. It pays to be pretty to make a travel stream on Twitch. So, Panajotis, you make a great point, but come on. Aren't I as pretty as all those other women out there on Twitch? Don't I qualify as pretty as well? Damn it. All right, let's continue walking around. I literally have nothing to say about New York at this moment. I'm out of ideas today, but I thought to go on, so I hope you enjoy the randomness. And I'm here for all of you. I want to give you some value, so do feel free if you have any questions about the city or want me to show you anything specific in this area. I'll do my best. I don't know everything off the top of my head, but I do know a lot of things. So I'm here for you to show you the city. Jackie says, you are pretty awesome. Oh, I appreciate that, Jackie. Thank you. Robert says, I might join OnlyFans. That's funny. Love your scarf, says Teresa. Oh, thank you. This was a gift by super urbanist, or mega urbanist, Kay. Let's check this place out. So this place is like the only place with Chicago deep dish pizza in all of New York. But I think they're closed right now. They open up at 5 p.m. Really the only deep dish pizza you can find in New York City. $22, wow. Wow, this place is full. So I'm tempted to go there. It's not 5 p.m. yet, but I'm tempted to go there. It's $22 for a tomato sauce and cheese casserole. Yeah, because here in New York you can't call that pizza, but Chicagoans might call it deep dish pizza. Yeah, it's really the only one. There's like Uno in right in front of the Natural History Museum. I think it still might be open. And there's another one like in Astoria, but I wouldn't count Uno. So basically, this is the only independent tomato and cheese casserole in New York City. Thomas, what is your favorite? In terms of what, Thomas? No chat this month for a Facebook supporter, says Kay. That's tomorrow after the main show. Tomorrow, stay tuned. Okay, yeah. Today, remember, today's Friday, okay? Not Saturday yet. And Urbanist Insiders Club will be Sunday at 1 p.m. Stay tuned, Sunday at 1 p.m. for the Urbanist Insiders Club. If you're a super urbanist on any of the platforms, Patreon, YT, or FB, you get access to the Insiders Club. This is one of the more beautiful restaurants I've seen in New York City. Look at this, wow. Oh my God. Look how gorgeous. This is absolutely magnificent. Wow. Hey, Lorraine and SF Fields, nice to see you here. What was my favorite modern movie, Thomas? Let's keep it New York related, since this show right now at the moment is New York. My favorite movie in New York is Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. It's really my favorite film in New York. That's the film I see over and over again. Not quite high art, but I just love it. Highly recommend it for anyone to watch it who wants to feel really good inside, deep in their hearts. Who wants to feel nice and cozy in their hearts. Anthony, I wouldn't consider Hamilton a movie. I would not consider it a movie. Consider it a musical that they recorded, but I would not consider that a film. Hamilton would be my favorite musical, is my favorite musical. Do I like Chick-fil-A? No. Not, a little bit, you know, it's a nice fast food, but it's not. I don't eat too much fast food. Have you tried pommes frites on McDougal? God, but I have many times. You know, that is a very popular place among New Yorkers, especially to go eat after a night of going clubbing or hanging out with friends, drinking. It's a very popular place. I haven't shown it, I think, on video ever, but I do recommend it. Pommes frites in Greenwich Village. Judith, do I like soups? I tend to not eat too many soups. If I were to buy a soup here in New York, I would recommend trying ramen, which is not American. It is from Japan, but it's really good. Oh, beautiful. I love the outdoor setups here. Mater just sent a PayPal for dinner. Mater, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the PayPal. If we bump into something, definitely. All right, so Mater is sponsoring potentially a food stop. So maybe we'll find something. Did you do clubbing? When I was in my 20s, early 20s, I went clubbing, but not so much. I'm not so big fan of it personally. Easy peasy, you're on the hamburger diet. Ooh, nice. That's a good diet. I like that. I approve of that diet. Danielle, have I seen Action Kid? No. Suze gives a thumbs up. We'll be going brunch this weekend. No, I don't think so. Not this weekend. But maybe another brunch cast future day. Stay tuned. Ooh, actually, everyone, stay tuned. April 14th, we'll be featuring some breakfast foods. Ooh, what is this? I love this. These streets are so pretty. I love the look of this restaurant. It's raining. I didn't bring my umbrella. Uh-oh. Omen. Wow. Quite a name. What did you do to your hair, says Judith. I'm looking very elegant. Thank you so much, Judith. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I just got a shower, came straight to Manhattan, and that's it. So, you know what the secret is to good hair? Everyone, you gotta listen up. I'm about to tell you the secret to good hair. Get a notepad ready. Turn up your speakers. New York City water. New York City water, yep. The secret to good hair is the same secret to great bagels and great pizza. New York City water. Just gotta put it on your hair. You'll be good. That's it. No other product. It's also a good secret to great skincare. So all these influencers out there nowadays doing skincare routines, don't listen to any of that. Don't purchase hundreds of dollars in product. Just get yourself some New York City water. And that said, I'm now officially selling New York City water, bottled, and sent out to all of you. Oh, playground, that's nice. So we're right by Spring Street. Sue says, I'll take some New York City water by Urbanist. Urbanist water coming out soon, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be very honest. It's going to be just bottled New York City water, but I'm going to sell it for $20 per bottle because it's artisanally collected from my bare hands and bottled with my bare hands and sent out to you. So $20 Urbanist water coming out to a merch store near you. Who wants some Urbanist water? Let me know. Who wants it? Isn't that what Dasani does? Well, Dasani sells it for like $2. I'm selling it for $20. Urbanist H2O. Indeed. Jackie says, I grew up on New York City tap water. It made me immune to everything. That is the immense power of NYC water. Please shake it to make it sparkling. Yes, I'll custom shake it to make it sparkling for all of you. Whoever wants the sparkling version, do let me know. Thompson says, I'll take some, but only if there's a discount. Maybe I'll do a giveaway, but only on special days. Here's Boqueria. This is one of my favorite Spanish restaurants. Boqueria. Sounds very similar to another word in Puerto Rican Spanish. That means something very bad. Spider-Man drinks New York City water as well. Indeed he does, SF Fields. I mean, that is quite a testament to the power of New York City water. Did you ever go to a speakeasy? Says Gabriel. I've shown a few speakeasies. I've shown, on Facebook, I've shown a few, like, definitely a few of them. Search Speakeasy Urbanist. On the YT, you can find, a few months ago, back in late summer, I went to Angel Share, which is a great speakeasy here in New York City that now has outdoor dining, or outdoor seating, I mean. Still a lot of skateboarders in this area? No, not really in Soho. So right now we're in the neighborhood of Soho. Rimshaw says, New York City water makes bagels taste good, is what I heard. Is that true? That is what they say. I can't neither confirm nor deny that fact. But that is what they say. Hey, Lorraine, nice to see you here. Robert says a true speakeasy is legal. Yeah, but yeah, there's not really any need to run a true speakeasy. Though there are a few, I think. Janet, you love pasta carbonara. Solman from Saudi Arabia. Salam alaikum. Alexandra, glad you ate some pasta carbonara. Bob, yeah, he's flying over there, enjoying Soho. Behind you is the best chocolates in Belgium, really? Newhouse. Never tried it. Interesting. Thank you for the recommendation. Jackie, someone's selling soup on the chat. No self-promotion is allowed on the chat. So just ignore that person. We'll take care of them right after. What does Soho stand for? South of Houston. Houston is the main street that runs east-west, almost east-west, that divides Soho and the village, called South of Houston. Hey, Mighty Bull, $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Fab buildings. Yeah, it is absolutely fab buildings. Hey, Boring asks, why do some buildings have a name and some have a street number? So the reason is some buildings do name their buildings, but they all have addresses. But yes, you could be any building and you can name it. It won't be official necessarily in New York City records. I think maybe skyscrapers are able to officiate it somehow, but yeah. Any building can name it, and they can change their Google address, Google Maps entry any way they would like. We got a lot of people tuning in. Slam that like button right now if you want to see more of these videos. Or we'll walk around Soho. Here we have the Belgian block streets of Soho. Original. There's a few people asking me very kind of super simple questions on the chat. There must be a lot of new people tuning in. If you're new, if you can easily Google it, I would recommend Googling it. There's better ways to use my time, ladies and gentlemen. Like I've been a New Yorker for most of my life, so ask me a little bit of a better question that does not require a simple Google search, because you'll get more better value out of it. Trust me. And it'll be more fun for me as well. Fun for everyone. SF Fields, have I read any good books? Yes, so one thing I will be covering somehow, I'm not sure how yet, maybe when I visit UK, but I've been reading, right now I'm reading Life Inc. by Douglas Rushkoff. I've been obsessed with that author. He used to be based in Brooklyn, now he's based in upstate New York, but he works as a professor in Queens College of Media Studies. And absolutely mind-blowing books. I just finished his other book called Team Human. And it's basically about how our current economy and technology is built and why our economy runs the way it does, which will somehow, in some way, influence the videos that I'll be making about history, especially when it comes to history of maybe a bank, maybe history of entire countries. Stay tuned. Rimshaw, the book I'm reading is called Life Inc. by Douglas Rushkoff. Sophia, you need more 1 minute history videos. Oh, watch my TikTok. Follow me on Ariel Vieira on TikTok. I just love the opera live shows. What about you, Ariel? Do you watch opera? I went to my first major classical opera last year, right before the pandemic started, in the Metropolitan Opera. 4 hours long. It was Handel. I admittedly fell asleep, but it was one of the best naps I've ever taken. I do appreciate the opera, but no, I probably wouldn't go too often. I do appreciate maybe a little bit of the shorter ones, like Mozart's Magic Flute. I've already been twice and I absolutely love it. If you decide to get coffee, it's on me. Thank you so much, Panagiotis. All right, let's do that. Let's go down to here, this way. Wow, so much traffic. We are in the middle of rush hour. Wow, that's amazing. I might need to find cover soon. Someone left a super chat, and Agentes, thank you so much. And Mighty Bull, appreciate you. What are the best libraries in New York City? Go to the Morgan Library, it'll blow your mind. The Morgan Library. SF Fields asks how people are doing in the UK. Yes, one of the top royalty passed away. Philip. Was his title Prince? Prince Philip? Have you got an umbrella today? No, I didn't bring an umbrella. It was in... Ooh, look at these. Oh. Cool grotesques on the side of this building. He was the Duke of Edinburgh. Thank you so much, Claire. Ooh, we have here a cherry blossom, or the white one, white blossom. Oh, DMX passed away as well, Zap. Oh no. Well, that's so sad. He was probably very young. Prince Philip definitely lived a long life though. 99 years old. That's quite a long life. Rough Riders, oh. That was my favorite song from DMX, Rough Riders. We're in the no man's land of Soho. Let's see if we find anything here. Penejotis, New York City is in construction all the time because there's not as harsh rules as there is in London or in Paris. Those two areas have very, very harsh rules when it comes to new construction. So that's one factor. Second factor is sometimes these older buildings, if they are not landmarked, which in this case they are with the brown signs, but if they are not landmarked, it is more affordable to just build a new building rather than trying to restore an old one, which is unfortunately the case. And that's why you also see construction in that realm too. Let's walk through here. But here we have more of the newer buildings. Hey, Colleen, I'm so glad you liked my walk. Thank you so much for tuning in. That was a long limo. Yeah, there's some long limos out there in the world. Hey, have I tried the jiggly pancakes from Taiyaki? Yes, I have. Actually, it's a live video, but it was pre-YouTube live. So go to Facebook and search Pancakes Urbanist, and I think you'll find it. Rosie, why is there so much scaffolding? It is cheap to build a scaffolding due to there's strong regulations when it comes to repairing buildings and maintaining buildings here in New York, similar to a Paris or a London, but it is, unlike those other cities, it is cheaper to just leave the scaffolding than rather repair the building. And that's why they just don't bother repairing the building at all. Let's go down here. Wow, beautiful restaurant. Look at this. I like this one. This one's nice. Doesn't have a name in front, which is fascinating. It's called Little Ways. LC, have I done bike tours? No, I don't like biking. So I recommend if you really want a bike tour, watch my friend Action Kid. Rob says, does that mean they're not technically repairing it? Yep, that is exactly, that's exactly the case. So let's see if there's I think there was a Georgian restaurant here that I was always very curious about. Let's see if it's still open. I don't think it is. Oh no, I think they closed. Ah, yeah, they closed. It used to be right here. It used to be a Georgian restaurant here. It's one of those foods that you won't find too much in New York. Well, it is closed. What's this? Wow, what's happening here? I'm just astonished by the traffic, ladies and gentlemen, and people of all genders. No worries, Jackie, no worries. Just ignore people who are being bothersome. Wow. Look, everyone, look what has happened to New York City. So this is actually a good example. Robert Moses built tunnels to go to New Jersey, and he built the bridge, the Williamsburg Bridge, down this way. This is the Holland Tunnel. So the Holland Tunnel connecting to Williamsburg. Now you would think, oh, that's smart, more road connections, better for the city, people can get in and out. But you have this roadblock, and this is constant, all the time. So the plan for Robert Moses, who was the master planner of New York City for many decades, was to build a massive highway to connect the Holland Tunnel, which is down this way, where all these cars are heading. They're going back to the suburbs of New Jersey. Connect the Holland Tunnel with the Williamsburg Bridge, which is where all these cars are coming from. Or not all of them, but a portion of them are. A portion of them are coming from Manhattan. That was his plan, to connect a massive highway here and destroy this neighborhood of Soho. The thing is, you would think, okay, that is a good idea in like kind of a traffic sense. That is a great idea because that's going to limit traffic. I mean, that's going to have traffic be more fluid. If there's a massive highway rammed through the middle of New York City, that means better cars can run more fluid. No, because this has been experimented over and over again. The more roads you build, the more lanes you have, the more traffic there is. Because ironically, more lanes and more roads incentivize more car ownership, incentivize more development of the suburbs, more sprawl rather than kind of densification and taller apartment buildings here in the city, and thus more traffic. And this, if you want to see the extreme example, search China traffic. And you'll see in China, they tried to do the American model of building massive highways and building huge suburbs. So they end up building, because they had a lot more space than us Americans, and it was a lot cheaper to do so, they end up building 18-lane highways. And you would think, okay, with an 18-lane highway, there's going to be no traffic whatsoever. Oh, they're just going to move very fluidly. But no, watch those videos, there's countless photos. It was packed to the brim. So one thing that China has been doing is saying, oh, wait a minute. we can't incentivize more people to buy cars and move further and further out from the cities. Let's start densifying the cities and making taller apartment buildings so people can live here. But New York City hasn't done that yet, and that's why we have this kind of insane traffic right here, which a huge highway would have not fixed. It would have made things worse. It would have destroyed the neighborhood. That's, of course, the obvious thing. We should not destroy the neighborhood. But even if just looking at the cold, hard statistics, it would not help traffic at all. All right. So yeah, that is what fascinates me right here looking at this scene. So think about this. What is there to do otherwise? Here, we already have crazy congestion, and this is normal. Pre-pandemic, post-pandemic, doesn't matter. This is normal. There's always congestion here. What to do instead? Well, one thing to do instead is there's no buses, because these bridges and tunnels weren't really built for heavy bus traffic, so there's very few buses that connects to these areas. So you can't really catch a bus. I'm going to stay here right by the honking because it makes my point a little bit more clear. You can't take a bus from Williamsburg, Brooklyn, which is on the other side of Williamsburg Bridge, to New Jersey. You can't. There's no buses. You can't really, there's no trams. So one remedy would at first be a bus, like a BRT, as Luis was asking, bus rapid transit. Another alternative was to build a tram. Take away one of these roads, build a tram instead, and you'll start seeing a lot more fluid traffic here. Less people buying cars and using more public transportation. It'll make this area much more pleasant during rush hour times. Crazy to think about. Let's continue walking around. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Buses will get caught in traffic. Ooh, great point. Great point. So you would say buses get stuck in traffic. So let's do this. You dedicate an entire lane for buses. And you don't half-ass the buses. Meaning that you build a full lane for buses, don't allow cars, heavily fine them if they get on the bus lane, and make sure that they service the neighborhoods that they need to service. What ends up happening? You would think that the bus will start getting stuck in traffic, it'll be slow, there'll be way more gridlock, but opposite effect happens. A lot of the residents of these outer areas, say in New Jersey or outer areas in Brooklyn, will start using the bus. Kind of crazy idea, but yeah, they would, because they would see the benefit. They would see, wait a minute, I don't need to spend a bunch of money on a car every month for insurance and gasoline, and I can ride a bus. Well, Americans here, we have a little bit of a negative relationship for the bus, but that changes. And it changes fairly quickly. Look at London. London, people of all classes ride the bus. It's not just the lower classes, like is the perception here in the US. So that's one thing to think about, I think. All right, let's go back. I'm sad that the Georgian place was closed. Maybe we'll find another location. away from the traffic. I love the subway. Yeah, the subway is amazing. So get this, for many of these transportation projects built by Robert Moses, who again was the master planner of New York City for many decades, planners and other people in government actually came to him and said, hey, we would love to integrate rapid transit into the highways and into the tunnels. Like incorporate actual subway lines or trams or bus routes on the trams and the highways and the bridges. Robert Moses said no. He said no. He said, he might have said hell no. He really did not like rapid transit. So that's what ended up happening. Because we had the chance. It's not either highways or subways. It's not either or scenario. Exactly, it's tunnels, but you can have subways through tunnels. Lots of photobombers here in Soho. Zap says you're getting more popular, Ariel, so you'll need a security detail. Probably not until I reach tens of millions. Then that might be the case.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Philippe, nice to see you here. All right, let's go to Tribeca. A lot calmer in Tribeca. More beautiful. So that was Art Deco Empire from the new album, An Urbanist Coffee Break. World premiere on Monday, 4 p.m. Stay tuned, Monday, 4 p.m. World premiere of Urbanist, An Urbanist Coffee Break. New album. IPO, welcome. Nice to see you here. Audrey, love the music. I'm so glad you do. Thank you for the tunes. So glad.
What is that?
Sometimes I'm so astonished by the prices of pasta here in New York City. Philippe, you love the music. Oh, I'm so glad. Wow, even more traffic here. Oh my God. Oh, there's no way. Hey. Wow, crazy. People seem so unfriendly. Is that the vibe, says Explorer? No, not really. Not really. No. Friendly. In what context? Jenny says I'm buying that CD. I'm so glad. Sounds like great driving music. Yes, Jackie, that is one of the intentions, is to make great driving music. After this, check out the video, The New York City Skyscraper Without Windows. And you'll find out why there's no windows in this skyscraper. And nope, those things on the top are not windows, they're vents. And the Jingle is right next to it, yeah. Mike, stay tuned. Monday, 4 p.m. You'll hear more of the jazz tune. Or watch my previous two edited vlogs. Explore says, I think people just have a fear of the camera and throw daggers at it. Oh yeah, I mean, that does happen, yeah. But it's not people being mean or anything. It's just, I don't know, some people just find the camera weird. They think I'm filming them, which I'm clearly not. Like I'm pointing at a building and they think I'm pointing at them. So yeah, it happens. It's a bit weird. All right. Coffee Break is your favorite song. I'm so glad it is. I'm so glad it is. Glad. Thank you so much for tuning in for that song. Glad you enjoyed it. William says they're paranoid. Indeed, some people are indeed. Michelle, you love these live walks. I'm so glad. Alexandra loves Neon Glow. I'm so glad. A lot of people have favorites. Air quality must be better in New York. Yeah, it is pretty good. During the height of the pandemic, like last April, May, it was unbelievably clean. Unbelievable. SF Field says, what am I in the mood for? That's a good question, SF Fields. I don't know what to showcase. Honestly, don't know. Let me know if anyone has any recommendations. Yorktown says, a lot of people think, why is this guy speaking to the camera? Indeed, it happens, yeah. City Desire is my favorite, says Susie. Oh, I'm glad. Lisa, well, I like to see a toy store. You know, I wish there were more toy stores. There's not that many toy stores here in New York City. Not that many. I wish there were more. Julie, any good vegan joints? That's a great question. Any good vegan joints in Tribeca? There's a few. You'll definitely find vegan food in most locations. My favorite is Maman, but they do close like at 5 p.m. Rick accidentally filmed a crime and had to solve it with police. No, it has not happened. Urbanist has not turned into Law and Order. Oh, this is the weird building. This is like, I think this is a synagogue. Yeah, synagogue. This is the Civic Center Synagogue. So strange. Explorer wants New York City pizza. Look at that, so strange. Is there a museum of holography in Soho? It is. Oh, I've never been. I thought the museum of holography was further uptown in Murray Hill. Interesting. When will we visit a nice lake, says Judith. Judith, pay attention to the name of my show. It'll indicate the chances of seeing lakes on this show. It's called Urbanist. So if there's a city with a big lake, then that might be a possibility. Maybe there's a few Swedish cities built by lakes. Not Swedish, sorry, Swiss cities built by lakes. So maybe one day you'll see one of those Swiss cities. Like, I think Bern is right by a lake, maybe? Do let me know. Chicago is on the lake, yes! All right, we might see Chicago at some point. Lucerne, thank you. Lucerne is the one right by the lake. Thank you. Lucerne, Switzerland. Buffalo has a big lake. Ooh, all right. All right, that might mean that we might need to cover Buffalo. Ah, more white blossoms. Toronto's all like, ooh, all right, there's a lot of lake cities. That's good. Thomas says they'll soon turn into urbanists exploring lakes. Geneva's also on the lake. Ah, cool. Alexandra is giving a shout out to my tours. Thank you so much. Oh, interesting apartment building. So there are studies out there that say the longer you're a driver, the more propensity you have for road rage. So there are studies that have come to the conclusion that there is a correlation between just owning a car and just being aggressive. So it's not like the aggressive people happen to have a car and they get road rage. That might be the case as well. But there's studies saying that just the mere fact of owning a car tends to get someone to road rage. Is that the old fire station? Yes, so this is the old fire station here, Engine 91. Beautiful building. Beautiful building. Look at this. Wow. Hey, Suzanne, got your new Urbanist mask. Ooh, which one did you get? Did you get the Earl one, I think? So glad. We have a lot of Urbanist masks out there now. You can find it on teespring.com/urbanist, teespring.com/store/urbanist if you want your own Urbanist mask. And also other awesome merchandise, shirts. You can buy the Urbanist album. The Urbanist coffee break will be available with bonus songs as well. What's inside? Nothing. Oh, they're turning this into a commercial. Oh my God. The old firehouse is being used for commercial purposes. Oh wow. Yorktown, the secret station is in City Hall. So you take the 6 train to the last stop at the City Hall stop. We're only like a 10-minute walk away, even less than that. And you just continue beyond the last stop. They'll tell you to get off, but don't get off, stay on. Don't worry, you're really not breaking any rules because it just does a loop anyway and goes back uptown. Helen says, see how far your journey has brought you, Ariel. So very cool. So happy for you. Oh, thank you so much. And here are the tombs. Cue the dark music. Welcome to the tombs. So that was the tombs, ladies and gentlemen, aka the detention center in New York City. Robert says 4 bail bonds in a row. Yeah, they are indeed. It's because we're right by the tombs, the detention center. A lot of people want to post bail. Oh, I like this. interesting. Interesting atmosphere. Look at this. You guys sit down very Japanese style. That's awesome. It is raining here. Yeah, it is. Wendy, any hotel I'm taking you tonight? No hotel. Wow, I love that restaurant. Indeed I did, yeah. Probably won't be able to get back up, no. Rosie, thank you so much for the super chat, Rosie. I appreciate you. Thank you. Cool graffiti, yeah, a lot of cool stuff here. I love Chinatown, one of my favorite neighborhoods. I love the mural right over here on the base. The rice noodle rolls. Is this a new place? I think it is. Ah, this shares it with Alibaba. Alimama. Your hair will go curly in the rain. That is indeed the case. Okay, indeed the case. Robert says Chinatown is probably the best neighborhood. I agree. I really like Chinatown. Such a great neighborhood. Filled with wow, cool ambiance. And here we still see the lanterns or the things that they hung up for the Chinese New Year. What's the smell like? Nothing discernible. Yeah, I do smell just a tad hint of dumplings. Yes, dumplings in the distance. I smell it. Oh, it is raining. What else do we have here? Smells like smells like lemon tea. Murad, you're stuck with the music I'm playing. Really, Murad? So glad. I'm glad that's the case, Murad. A wonder of Chinatown is Wu Hop. All right, let's see. See Wu Hop. It's fierce now. We must be close to Beyonce because it's so fierce with the weather. Ah. You guys open to stay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This is for one.
You like indoor or outdoor?
Indoor. I mean, outdoor.
Outdoor.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. So this is one of the more famous restaurants in New York City. Opened up since 1938. I don't think I've ever been here. despite its fame, because it's usually always packed to the brim, and they only had it was a basement restaurant. I think it was a basement restaurant. So I never managed to come here. So let's try Wu Hop, one of the older restaurants here in Chinatown. And it is cash only, so be sure to bring cash when you're in Chinatown. Cash only, I got it, nice. Wu Hop. Since 1938. Is it illegal for cash only, says Banana Joseph? No, it's illegal for card only. Card only is no longer allowed. Businesses can still be cash only. So look at this massive selection. This is more kind of classic Chinese American fare. We even got the Pekin pork. We got some fried rice. Let me know, what would you like? Our specialties, look at that. Roast duck, ooh, half of roast duck. A poo-poo platter, says Superman. Do they have the classic, the iconic General Tso's? Do they have the classic, the iconic General Tso's? Let's see. They do not. Oh wow, they don't have General Tso's. They have Mushu chicken. I would get General Tso's if they did have it, but they don't. I'm actually pretty surprised. Oh wow. I'm actually very surprised. They have pineapple duck. That sounds interesting. Oh, they do have General Tso's. Okay, they do have General Tso's right here. Okay, General Tso's it is. Gotta show you a classic Chinese American dish. And let's see, steamed dumplings. There we go. That's the key. All right. Hey, I would like a General Tso's chicken.
Side of rice.
Rice, yeah.
Okay.
And
On the side, huh?
on the side, yeah.
Yeah.
And steamed dumplings, please. Yeah. And do you have any sparkling water?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bottled water?
Do you have sparkling?
Oh, the
seltzer?
Yeah.
No? You have plain. You have plain seltzer?
Yeah.
Plain seltzer? Yeah, give me.
The can.
Canned seltzer, plain. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Awesome. So yeah, General Tso's chicken. So, hey, Perrier. They don't have Perrier. I already drank mine, so no. I would have ordered the same exact thing, says Lisa. Yeah. So this is 1938. We are not in a Chinese from China restaurant. This is a Chinese American place. And that's why I want to show you General Tso's chicken. General Tso's chicken is a quintessential American dish. And there's a great documentary available on Netflix about General Tso's, which I highly recommend checking out. Hummer says it's lit. Indeed it is. And yes, dumplings, you're making me jelly. Oh yeah, of course, Sophia. And that's a full menu. Is there a classic sweet and sour chicken balls? Yeah, I mean, there should be all the classic staples. The menu is pretty big, but there should be all the classic staples of Chinese American food. Chow mein, yeah, there'll be lo mein, chow mein, all the classic staples were there. Haven't been to Toronto? No, not yet. Do they have bubble tea? No, it's not that type of place. This is Chinese American. So for bubble tea, you have to go Korean places, you have to go to newer Chinese places, Taiwanese places as well have bubble tea, or just go to a bubble tea cafe directly. I feel like I was just here. Really interesting. Any other recommendations for Netflix? Check out the search for General Tso's chicken. It's a great documentary. Shows that General Tso's is not associated with General Tso from China at all. The people in that region of China have no idea what General Tso's chicken is. So Mater, thank you so much for sponsoring this meal. And I just joined. Where are you dining at? At Wu Hop. I used to go to Wu Hop at 3 to 4 a.m. Ooh, wow. That's pretty late. And there's a lot of bubble tea shops. Yes, there's a bunch of them here. So after your meal, you can easily go a bubble tea. These places are the type of places you can also bring a bubble tea with you. As long as you're already ordering food, I think generally it'll be okay. Do they have salt and pepper dishes? They have salt and pepper steak. Was he a general though? So General Tso was a general, but the people from the region of General Tso's have no idea what the chicken is. They look at it and like, that's some weird dish. So yeah. Mater says, no problem, glad to do it. Taiwan dish. So General Tso's, slight spoilers for the documentary, they end up going all the way to Taiwan and they trace it. So General Tso's started at a Chinese American restaurant here in Midtown Manhattan. I think the chef was from Taiwan. Don't remember the full history off the top of my head, but somewhere along the lines he came from Taiwan, Chinese American food here in New York back in like the 60s-ish, and he introduced this dish that was ripped off from another guy in Taiwan, where he did basically this orange chicken, but he just used completely different ingredients, made it more appetizing for the American palate by adding some sugar to it and broccoli as well. And there we go, we have General Tso's chicken. And please take a selfie right now for Instagram. I like the color, very colorful. Lisa, I'm glad. Judith says, Oreo milkshake is good with Nutella. Ooh, what are you referring to? Oh, wonderful, good. Awesome. Thank you. Bet it looks amazing dining out on a rainy day. Yeah, it is pretty amazing. It is pretty amazing. Wendy says, I'm looking good. Thank you so much, Wendy. For exploring, do you like radial cities or grid cities? Says George. Great question. Radial cities are like Paris, Washington D.C., and there's many others. So let me know what other radial cities are there. So basically, they're cities made with circles, concentric circles, or diamonds. So they have circles and spokes. Brooklyn was almost a radial city, almost. But I like both of them. They're both equally fun to visit. It's a lot easier to navigate in a grid, in my opinion. A radial city is a bit harder. You get a little bit more disoriented on the radial city. I'm the new Doctor Who, says Murad. I'm American, unfortunately, so I don't qualify for being the Doctor. But I do have a scarf, like the, the 5th Doctor, the 6th Doctor? He was known for having a very long scarf. Toronto is more of a grid. Yeah, grids are very easy to navigate. Let me know what you think. But I like the organic cities. For the joy of exploration, the organic cities are so much fun, like Rome, the older parts of London. Oh, it's amazing. Amsterdam is also a radial city? It is. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Tom Baker, 4th Doctor. Thank you. Lee. Julie says the search for General Tso on Netflix is a very good recommendation. My pleasure. Rome is amazing. Yeah, I agree, Dean. I bit into a pepper once, says Jackie, that I thought was a piece of beef and my head was about to explode. Oh, that happens here. Yeah, Chinese American food has those thin peppers that they're mixed in with the chicken. It could get very hairy. And Istanbul is a chaotic city. Yeah, so Istanbul would be classified as a organic city. And I love organic cities. They're so much fun. Yeah, they're so much fun. Istanbul is fun to get lost in. It's a really trippy place. I went to Istanbul before starting Urbanist. And I remember exploring there's this avenue called Istiklal Avenue. But even if you go to the side streets, you'll easily start getting lost. And I just had the best pleasure getting lost in the middle of Istanbul because it was so lively at night. And I went during the tail end of Ramadan. So I went during Eid, and there was so many families out, so many people hanging out. It was wonderful. And Coral says, who's your favorite DOP? Are you referring to director of photography? I don't have one off the top of my head, admittedly. I don't have one. I do like Emmanuel Lubezki. So if I were to make a live stream with a director of photography, it would be Emmanuel Lubezki, who's known as Chivo by many of his coworkers. He works frequently with Alfonso Cuarón, really great cinematographer. I would love to have an Urbanist live video in his style. That would be really wonderful. Dean says, Istanbul is a very big and awesome city as well. Indeed it is. And SFL says my living room is very chaotic, very organic. Michelle says, my daughter thinks you're very handsome, says Michelle. Thank you to your daughter, thank you. I appreciate that. Coral, my pleasure. You're very fortunate to live here. Indeed I am. Behind every organic city, there is a layout and a fortress in the middle, says Olga. Yes, that is true. So a lot of cities that were built in medieval times did have somewhat of a grid in the very beginning, or a city like Athens was also built on a grid, but then they started kind of shifting around. Have I ever had breakfast at Tiffany's? Not yet. I really do want to go. I'm not comfortable so much with indoor dining, but I'm excited to one day go breakfast at Tiffany's. It would be nice. It's awesome how many different countries watch my fellow watchers are from, says Jackie. Yeah, we have urbanists from all around the world. We have Turkish, we have English, Scottish, Argentinian, Chilean, Mexican, everywhere. We have Pakistani as well, Japanese. We have more and more Japanese people tuning in. Gary says, I love your coat and the cool shirt from Manchester. Thank you so much. I have a few shirts that are similar. I look, creative minds think alike. I look forward to using my DJI Pocket 2. Ooh, I'm glad you got it. I love the DJI Pocket 2. It's an amazing camera. I filmed my last 2 recorded vlogs with it. I'm going to North Wales to chill out for 2 weeks. Great place to film. Yeah, man, enjoy it. That's awesome. North Wales, can't wait to go to North Wales. Have you been to Asia? Only the other side of the bridge in Istanbul. No, not much Asia yet. Just the parts of Istanbul, which is technically Asia, quote unquote. Alexandra's from Croatia. Indeed, you are. I'm gonna mute it for a moment. Yeah, there was a car with plain loud reggaeton music. And Sophia says we were waiting for food, and indeed we are. All right, I gotta charge my battery, so bear with me as well. Neon Glow is your favorite song. I'm so glad that's the case. All right, time to charge my battery. Music again reminds me of Jojo Mordor. He's definitely an amazing musician. Absolutely love his work. All right, everyone. I'm unplugging your ears. I know they were a bit stuffy, so I hope that this is much better. I hope this is much better. See, now you can hear. I just like put a Q-tip in your ears. How do you find musicians for your album, Lisa? Stay tuned. Super Urbanists will learn all about that process. So you can learn about that on the Urbanist Insiders Club. But I'll give you a brief version. I use a service Fiverr to work with all these musicians. But in the Urbanist Insiders Club, this Sunday, I will be covering the full details on how I got it made. What did I order? General Tso's with steamed dumplings. I'm waiting up for it. So feel free to ask me anything as we're waiting up. Boombox on wheels, yeah. A lot of people playing music nowadays in the middle of the street and very loudly. Do you play any instruments? No, I do not. Really cool way to learn about the city, says Frank. Oh, I'm so glad, Frank. I'm so glad that's the case. Michelle says, yummy. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm so excited to eat some dumplings and General Tso's chicken. What's your favorite New York movie? Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist. Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist is my favorite New York movie. I know it's not high art. By no means is high art. By no means is known as a classic of cinema. It probably is not anyone's list. But for me, I deeply enjoy that movie. It's a film made from the heart. And I think it beats, in my opinion, and this might shock a lot of people, it beats watching The Godfather or Goodfellas or any of these movies about mobsters or crime or murder. I 100% rather watch Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist over any of those movies over and over again.
Okay.
Amazing. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Steamed dumplings. Interesting. So interesting steamed dumplings. Well, this is definitely Chinese American style. They're serving it more to go, even if you're eating here. Oh, look at this. It smells good. Ooh. Let's look at that. That looks really good. It's steamy and it's hot. So how does it smell like? It smells like wonton soup a little bit. Very fragrant. You smell a lot of the dough. It smells similar to wonton soup. If you never smelled wonton soup before, it smells like chicken noodle soup. It's a similar smell. So very fragrant broth. Ooh, I like this. Look at this. And they put like, they completely stuffed in soy sauce. Ooh, this is gonna be hot. Is this gonna be spicy? No, this one won't be spicy. There's a chance that the General Tso's might be spicy. Sometimes it is. Dumplings, you won't ever find them spicy. You can put spicy sauce on it. You can ask for some spicy sauce, but no, you won't find these spicy. It's good, but it's extremely, extremely hot right now. And Dickens says, I beg of you, why, please? Many people were asking, is my mouth burning? No, not quite, because I haven't taken a full bite. They are perfect for this type of rainy day weather. Now that's a dumpling, yeah, it's huge. So, as I'm waiting for it to cool down, let me show you a proper dissection of it. Dave E, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, Dave E, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. All right, let me show you. So excited for this. Look at this. So that's the dumpling. Look how huge. There's the huge piece of chicken inside. Oh, look at that. And that's a lot of soy sauce. Yeah, they completely slathered this in soy sauce. That dumpling has presence. It does indeed. It does indeed. Let's try it. Oh, that's really good. Great meat inside. I think this is not chicken. This might be pork. And good classic dumpling. The great thing is it's so hearty. It's such a big dumpling. I think that's one of the best perks. The dough really doesn't speak out too loud. It's not too ornate like other, like say a dim sum place. This is more kind of Chinese American style. And I like it. I like it. Especially for the price. This is definitely more like a glorified wonton, and that's a good thing in my opinion. Don't expect a fancy dim sum dumpling coming here, but do expect a gigantic wonton. Basically, this is like a fat wonton with a whole lot of soy sauce. That's hot. Hey, Susu! Thanks for the pit stop. My pleasure, Susu. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Susu is awesome. Susu, do remind me, are you Chinese American as well? I know you're from Bensonhurst. When you end up saying hello to me in Coney Island. So, are you Chinese American? Let me know. And Kyle, thank you for reminding me of a holiday in New York City for a few years ago. So, my pleasure, Kyle. I'm so glad I could show you. You're funny, it's hot. Yeah, it is. It's very hot. It's very good. It's so good. This is really good. I love that they slathered it in soy sauce. This is like a proper, to me, like a proper Chinese American experience, is having as much sauce on it as possible. Like completely drenching it in sauce. Because when I was younger, playing handball for hours on end with my friends in high school. At the end of those long hours of playing handball, we would go to Chinese food, local Chinese American food place, buy the big box of fries, which they would shake it with a bunch of ketchup, just like a bunch of ketchup, or hot sauce if you ask for it. So you can also get the hot sauce. And they would shake it, and you would eat the French fries slathered, dripping in ketchup and hot sauce. And then me and my friends would go to one of my friends' houses and just play video games. So that was our routine. Hours of handball and hours of video games. And this brings me back to those memories. Sounds tasty indeed, says Wendy. I'll have some dumplings with my sauce, please, says Jackie. Indeed. What are you referencing, Jackie? Good food, says Joanne? Yes. This is good food. This is good food, yeah. I can tell it's fresh. The dumpling. Good quality pasta. And good quality pork. Definitely not like high-end dim sum. So there's like namwa, not quite as high-end like that. It's more kind of more casual type of food fare. I love how Ariel is a storyteller about food. He makes it very spicy. Oh, so glad. Oh, exactly. Soggy fries, says Sophia. Yes, and that is the point. Soggy fries like this. This is a soggy dumpling, and that's the point. It's supposed to be soggy. It ain't real Chinese American food if it ain't soggy. It gotta be soggy. I'll show you the. You guys want to see the inside of the dumpling? huge bucket of water fell on the roof. All right, you guys want to see a huge dumpling inside? I'm not sure if you can enjoy it. Here's the inside. Ooh, wonderful. Thank you. Very great dumplings.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
The white rice.
What?
It's the white rice.
Right, rice. Thank you. Yeah, awesome. Interesting. Well, this is the inside of the dumpling. Look at that. It kind of looks a bit disturbing. Just a bit disturbing. No, less disturbing. Okay. So, do you want me to show you food? I know I say this a lot, so if you watch my show many times, you know that I never show the food. I never show it. I just eat. Rona says, Ariel makes eating like a telenovela. ¿Por qué, María? ¿Por qué los dumplings, María? ¿Y por qué pusiste tanta salsa de soya en los dumplings, María? ¿Por qué? All right. So this General Tso's is very fragrant. It's different from this is different from a random Chinese American food store, a Chinese food place. Very different. Look at this. So usually a General Tso's is blinding orange. General Tso's is like a urbanist orange, but not today. This seems like a more reasonable color. Probably not so packed with sugar. A little bit more natural made sauce. Maybe just a bit more. Great. Look at the chicken. It smells so fragrant with all the peppers and broccoli as well. This is a better color. Yeah, it's not blinding orange. It doesn't look like you're looking into the sun on a sunny day. So this is a General Tso's chicken. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the quintessential American dish. This is as American as apple pie, as American as a donut, as American as hot dogs and classic New York City pizza. This is classic New York City food. A lot of people talk about pizza, a lot of people talk about bagels. In New York, you also gotta acknowledge the mightiness, the classicness of General Tso's. So the key is to use rice. And I love the little boxes here. So for perspective, there are more Chinese food places, Chinese American food places in the US than McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's combined. Oh yeah. And this is the classic box it comes in. You might recognize this from the emoji. If you're not familiar with American culture, I'm not sure if this is common in other places in Europe with a sizable Chinese population. Also in South America has sizable Chinese populations. Let me know. Are these boxes common? We got stuffed this rice inside there. So let's do it. Murad, there's actually one place with the vegan General Tso's, but I don't know where. You gotta get it. You gotta soak those juices with that rice. There we go. Can you use the box as a plate? I think you can. Yeah, I think you can. I think that's the case. Judith, do I use hand cream because of my lovely soft hands? No. New York City water. New York City water. So, Judith, I'm being serious. No, I actually don't. And yeah, it's just New York City water. Literally, I'm not just being sarcastic. All right, let's try this General Tso's. Well, that's interesting. Let's try another one. This is a much more kind of mellower General Tso's, and I like it. It's not packed to the brim with sugar, which is nice. You know, you generally when you buy General Tso's, it's very sweet, but this one kind of more chill. It's a chill General Tso. It's General Tso in retirement, and I like it. I'm here for it. This is a retired General Tso's. It's very good. So the combination with the veggies was make it really very kind of hearty, super hearty. Super hearty, and the combination with rice, especially getting with a nice boatload of rice on every bite, I think is key. This is a really good General Tso's. Very different from when I try a typical fast food place for Chinese food. I'm a bit spicy too. Jackie says, is General Tso's not at attention? Yeah. It's kind of General Tso's on break. That's what it tastes like. Chill. It's chill, it's relaxed. It's kind of General Tso's being a little bit more holistic in terms of his diet. This is a more kind of conscious General Tso. And I like it. Let's see. I love the chicken. The chicken's nice and soft and tender. I think they use the thighs, maybe? AR, thank you so much for the $3 super chat. I appreciate it. I wasn't hungry before the show started, says Susie. Uh-oh, has that changed? And yeah, this is Woo Hop. I recommend this place. This is really good. Lisa, you're in Team Like. Awesome. AR, I really appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much, man. What's under here? Oh, there's like a huge broccoli. There it is. Broccoli. It won't be General Tso's if it weren't for broccoli. That's hot. That's a hot broccoli. Jackie, do I like to cook? I do. This General Tso's mild or hot. This one is medium, not hot, not mild. It's medium. No big chili peppers though, so it's not gonna be super spicy. But yeah, it is medium.
It's warm. Mohammed, do I fast? No, I do not personally. Do I cook at home? A few people ask that. Judith, yeah, and Jackie, I think it was. Yeah, I do. I do cook at home. And you got steam coming out my ears. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen with good hot, chill General Tso's. Jackie says, what kind of foods do I make? I make pasta carbonara, specialty. I make avocado toast for brunch, pancakes with bananas. Ooh, love that combination. Salmon, grilled salmon, roasted sweet potatoes, so many things. Sauteed spinach. I love making rice with beans. It's so good as well. And his glasses are steaming up. Indeed they are, Lee. Indeed they are. Pastelon, Felix? Yeah, I do cook more Puerto Rican fare. I cook mofongo on occasion, which is smashed plantains. Shay says, you're very cute with the neuter look. Thank you so much, Shay. I appreciate that. So delish. So you cook like me, says Judith. Oh, I'm glad. Let me know. Let me know. What do you cook at home? I love that they're very liberal with putting a bunch of vegetables. Tuesday is Ramadan. Wish me a happy Ramadan. Yeah, happy Ramadan for all my Islamic followers tuning out there. Susie says I'm an awful cook. Well, Susie, luckily you might have a great Chinese food place nearby. You got me started on avocado toast, says Trish. Try with orange slices. Never tried it with orange slices. That's interesting. Some basil balsamic drizzle. Fascinating. That's fascinating. I make my avocado toast with crushed pistachio and za'atar, which is a Middle Eastern spice blend. Absolutely love it. I keep thinking that this is going to be cooling down, but no, it's very hot. Hey Zap says, happy Ramadan. Yeah, happy Ramadan. I visited Istanbul during Ramadan. I absolutely loved it. And generally, I can prepare different Italian dishes. I'm so glad. Yeah. That's awesome. And Hyde cooks paella. Ooh, that's great. Paella is amazing. Write a cookbook, says Susie. Just all avocado toast. Just a full avocado toast cookbook. You're going to burn your mouth. Indeed, but luckily I got some seltzer. What are you eating? I am eating General Tso's chicken. Classic Chinese American food. Here. Very classic New York food. This started here in New York. The way we know it today. Janice says, I love General Tso's. Yes. Embrace it. True American food. Chinese American, but we're all American here. Show the food, says 432. 432, as you know, I have a strict no showing food policy here on this show. I don't show the food. Just show me eating. That's it. So you have to imagine it in your mind fully. Alan About says, what other cuisines I've tried? I've tried a bunch of things here in New York City. We have a huge variety. Wendy says, show now. You just gotta imagine it. Imagine the General Tso's in your mind. Use your imagination to let it grow. It's a beautiful image of huge, juicy chunks of chicken filled with a beautiful sauce lathered in that sauce with gigantic green chunks of broccoli. It's amazing. Mohammed, thank you so much. I can only eat with my eyes though, says JC. That is a terrible affliction you have there. Terrible. Terrible affliction. Look at this. A black dumpling because of all the soy sauce. Alright, I'll show you the food. It's not gonna be so pretty anymore. I'm like halfway through. Not pretty. Debbie says, have a great weekend. Thank you so much, Debbie. Right there.
Yes, sir.
Debbie, I appreciate it. Deb Bailey. Or D Bailey. Thank you so much, D Bailey. My wife is on the seafood diet. Every time she sees food, she eats it. Seafood. Oh, I got a little bit of... I had a soy sauce goatee. A soy goatee. And started a new diet this week. I'm screwed watching Urbanist, says Macaulay's. Oh, yes, you are. Indeed, you are. Macaulay's. Tomorrow we're going to cover donuts. We're going to eat a whole cake. We're going to cover copious amounts of beer. We're also going to show a cheesy, buttery, most immaculate mac and cheese ever made in slow motion. The video won't actually be in slow motion, but I will be in slow motion, just to emphasize on the beauty of the buttery, cheesy mac and cheese. So Macaulay's, you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat, Macaulay's. Killing me. Joanne, this is Dumpling, yeah. So this place is Woo Hop. Woo Hop. Woo Hop. Woo Hop in Chinatown. What street is this? Well, I'll show you the front. Oh, Woo Hop, they opened up a bigger store right next door. And Teresa says, enjoy your meal. Yes, I will do, Teresa. So stay tuned. Every Saturday and Wednesday at 1 p.m. I do live videos. All super urbanists are getting access to the Urbanist Insiders Club. Sunday at 1 p.m. I will be covering how the Urbanist album is made, the new projects are in store, and also we get to meet a few super urbanists that want to call in. So that is available for anyone who is a supporter, a member on YT, or a Patreon. You can find all the links in the description below. Or if you're on Facebook, press that supporter button. And also you got access to bonus videos. Teresa, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, Teresa. And also, thank you to everyone who's been sponsoring these meals for today via Super Chat stars and also PayPal. I really appreciate you. That is the best way to show food without trying to get other sponsors to the show. I'm not sponsored by a VPN company or Squarespace or anything like that, so I prefer to be sponsored directly by you as most as possible. Let me show you the outside of Woo Hop, and I'm gonna finish this up, eating it up. Thank you so much. So this is the outside of Woo Hop right here. Woo Hop next door. 15 Malt Street. Highly recommend. Ample outdoor seating. And it's a wonderful, wonderful area. Everyone keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye-bye.